Tenba 14L ActionPack GoPro specific camera bag. Now you might be thinking, GoPros are pretty small. Why do you need such a big bag to hold a little camera? The answer is not in the GoPro itself, but all of those accessories that you start to quickly accumulate. Other GoPro users, you probably know what I'm talking about. Not only does it come with a ton of little extra bolts and mounts and things like that, but if you want to put it on a bike, or if you want to wear a chest strap and do other fun things with them, it requires extras, not to mention batteries and additional mounts or additional cases. And that is where this bag really shines in allowing you to not only hold your GoPros, multiple, but all of the accessories and keep them organized. We're going to start on the back to talk about some of the features in here though. But before I open this up, I want to tell you all, or show you all what I've been carrying around my GoPro bits and accessories in the last year. And if you stay tuned at the end of this video, you get a little speed run of me taking all of that disorganized mess and packing it in here nicely. On the back, we've got nice padding plus airflow channels to keep it off your back. Again, this is really designed for you to be doing some type of athletic activity and to keep you cool while you're doing it. You also have a little strap because sometimes you need to be traveling with rolling luggage, and you can throw it over the handle of that to keep it right there. Before we go into the main compartment though, I want to talk about these shoulder straps, which are really nice. This is a really comfortable, smooth material here, and they feel very sturdy and strong, but at the same time, the point at which they attach to the bag is very flexible, and that really lets them conform to your body shape and your shoulders and be comfortable. There's also little water bladder tube hooks right here as well. And I also really like sternum straps because again, this backpack is made for you to be on the move and to stay solid and not be bouncing around and annoying you. Nice hip belt as well. And when you open the rear compartment, you can be wearing this bag. You slide it around to the front using the hip belt to keep it in place, and you can simply zip it open and you have access to everything inside. An absolute organizer's, especially an obsessive organizer's dream. You have these individual little compartments in here, and with them are individual dividers that are configurable however you like. It comes with this nice little sheet of labels and a spot for each of these labels to stick in right here. And of course, you're not limited to just what they've written down. You can add your own. So if one of them you want to keep your brownies, you could write brownies and keep them in there. Now, at the top of the bag, we have sections for, I was talking about, all of those little mounts right there, batteries, other little L brackets and angular brackets, and really nicely, again, everything is kept secure. Nothing's going to be flying out on you when you're standing over the mud puddle on your mountain bike. In here, we've got little SD card slots, or micro SD, and I also just have laid that in there, but I have a better place for that later. And again, that's tied down, and these things slide in so nicely. You've got a place for business cards, and other information can be in here as well. That's the main back panel. Moving around to the front of the bag, you have a series of zippers, moving from the top to the bottom. Importantly, at the top is a spot for your sunglasses, or your cell phone could go in there as well, and it's made of this kind of nice poly material that is great for wiping your sunglasses clean on as well. That's at the top. One down from that is a big pocket that could be used for an iPad, or it's got a little bladder tube hold here, or camelback as many people know it as, and you can keep a camelback in there. It doesn't come with one. This is my own, but again, this is a really nice athletic action bag and gives you options to not only be snug, but provide you the hydration you need while you're out there. Next down is a pocket that could hold an iPad mini. I've got some chest harnesses and head straps in there right now, and there are two smaller divider pockets in there to keep things more organized as well. And step down from that, you have two side pockets that could be used to keep snacks or a cell phone accessible. At the very bottom is a completely waterproof bottom, so you can sit it down in the snow or the mud puddle without worrying about anything getting up into your gear. And right now I've got one strap on, the other one is in here, a nice beefy rubber strap for holding a tripod in place. And I'll say that I've had tripods already attached here, and they work really nicely. either when it's on your back or using this top carrying handle up here, which has just a little bit of padding to it, much more comfortable. I was carrying around a lot of weight the other day just from that handle. On the sides, I mentioned this at the beginning, you've got these compression straps. So you can load this bag up and then really crank it down so everything stays firm and in place. And again, as you're skiing down the mountain or mountain biking, it's not going to be moving on you. I have this one cinched down right now in this big pocket for a little tripod that I have stuck in here. And this little tripod works great for the GoPro as well. Or a water bottle could go in there as well, or a monopod. And you've got the same thing on the other side right here. So let's take a quick look back inside though at all of those bits that I have organized there and talk a little bit about how I have that space set up. So in this first one, and each of them comes out quite easily but isn't going to fall out on you, I've just got the GoPro, and that's right, that's how small one GoPro is. But then as I said, you end up with extra cases. Some are skeleton cases that allow external power. Some are just different waterproof cases for different filters I have. And then in the next pocket, I hope this is allowed, I'm joking, I have a Garmin Verb, which is a competitor to the GoPro, and its tripod mount and its accessories right there. And then the next pocket, I have charging cables, helmet mounts, and Polar Pro filters. I have the Polar Pro macro filter sitting in there. I have a neutral density filter in there for some nice blur effects, and a circular polarizer filter, all made for the GoPro. And then there's one more pouch hidden way up in the top, and I just have the battery charger for the GoPro stuck there. That's something I could keep someplace else though. So quite nicely, it has swallowed a whole lot of gear. And as I said, stay tuned to the end. You can watch in action as I try to figure out where I can keep everything organized. Really nice bag, really well made, with a lot of nice touches, including the fact that almost all of the zipper pulls are different, which means that at a glance, or without glancing and just grabbing, you can tell what zipper you're working on, whether it's one of these down here with the little plastic, whether it's one of these with the metal, or the ones that open the black compartment and are the nice thread with blue on them as well. So overall, really well made bag. One more thing to point out is buried underneath all of this now, and this is the waterproof case, because the bag is weather resistant, but if you're going to be in the rain, you want to attach something you want to throw over the waterproof case, which comes in its own nice little sack right there for you. It's got a reflective strip too, less likely to be run over while wearing this. This is a great bag. If you've got GoPros and related accessories and you've been struggling to keep it all organized, especially while you're out doing some type of activity that GoPros are made to be doing, jumping off cliffs, well, you probably want a parachute on your back, biking down the mountain, skiing down the mountain, trail running, all of those things, this bag is going to conform nicely to your body, give you water, keep everything organized. It's great. If you've got any questions about it, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you like this review, take a moment and hit that like, that thumbs up button. I really appreciate that. It's an easy way to thank me for my time. If you are watching this and you haven't subscribed, take a moment to please hit that subscribe button so that you will see and hear about future videos about GoPros, GoPro accessories, DSLRs, DSLR accessories, all of those things. Hit that subscribe button. And if you plan on purchasing this bag, I would love for you to use the link down below. Now stay tuned for that speed run of packing all of my junk into this bag. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye. This is it. No exaggeration. I didn't make this up for this video. I keep it all in this little yellow Eagle Creek bag, and it's a mess.